Hey there, folks, and welcome into another episode of our venture in the visual novel, If My Heart Had Wings Flight Diary, the first episode of this in the new year. That's right, welcome to 2021. Hopefully it's turning out to be on a really good start for you. It's not too bad for me, so I'm thankful for another year. So with that last episode, Hotaru has joined the Soaring Club, officially joined the Soaring Club. And, of course, one of the club members wastes no time of that initiation process, but of course they're not doing it as a means just to haze them or anything like that. They're just giving them things that they could possibly do to help them to feel welcome within it. So, Kotori's not doing anything ridiculous. And of course, Agaha and always there to back up Hotaru, so things will be fine in that regard. So we're going to continue off from that last spot, and let's see where things go from here. Here we go. This weekend, I'd fly for sure. Well, let's see if they fly. Gotta show off my good points for my girlfriend now and then. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. My leg did not hurt anymore, but I made a point of taking walks around the neighborhood in the mornings to warm up a little. When I got back, she was right there at the dorm entrance. Hey!
Ohayo, Aoni.
Morning, Hotaru. We hugged lightly, then kissed.
Aoni, お散歩?
Yeah, felt like getting some exercise.
足、大丈夫?
Yep, no problems here. And just to prove it, I jumped into the air. This would have been a really bad time for the pain to come back. But I landed just fine and feeling great. Ta-da! Booyah! Oh, no, that was cringe.
やった!
Want me to carry you over the threshold?
ダメ!
I was kidding.
アオニーのエッチ.
Okay, Hotaru, you may want to claim that, but I got a sneaky suspicion you got some perviness in you that you're not telling us about either. And quite frankly, I don't want to know about it, okay? Keep that between you and him. Sorry. Forgive me.
なでなでしてくれたら許してあげます.
Oh, wow. I guess head pats cures almost everything. You got it. I patted Hotaru's head. The atmosphere of joy right there.
よし、許す.
Oh boy.
でも、
Huh?
ちょっとくらいなら私もしてほしいかなって.
Her voice trailed off as her face got more and more red. I wished I could whisk her into my arms and carry her into the dorm like the princess she was. That might not be the best idea now. I settled for a surprise kiss. Hotaru's face burned bright red, her eyes misted over, and for a moment it looked like I might actually have to catch her in my arms. Hey, careful, don't fall. I opted for just holding her up by her shoulders. She took her head as if to clear it, then leaned gently into my chest.
私、今朝、アオニーの夢見たよ.
Is that right? Really? What happened?
秘密.
And I thought my cliffhangers were bad. But then again, do we really want to know? Hotaru stepped away, still trying to hide her blushing, and headed into the dorm.
あ、アオニー、着替えてき 朝ごはんの支度先に始めてるから。
Thanks. I'll try not to take long. Just needed to throw on my uniform. The two of us set to work making breakfast. On today's menu was natto with white rice, miso soup, and stir-fried ham and veggies.
あのね、
Yeah?
青兄の夢。
Uh-huh.
私と青兄、二人っきりだったの。二人っきりで、すごくいい雰囲気、幸せで。
Knock it up. Maybe we did something in that dream she was too embarrassed to tell me about now. Probably so.
でもね、すごくいいところで、みんな来るの。
You mean Agaha, Kotori, and the others?
うん、みんな。マー君とか、あんちゃんとかも、ぞろぞろ。どんどん来て、ぎゅうぎゅう詰めになって、青兄がどこにいるか、わからなくなっちゃったの。
Oh my. Is that when you woke up?
うん。
I don't know a lot about dream interpretation, so take my opinion with a grain of salt. But maybe this is one of those dreams with a contradictory meaning.
逆夢？逆になるってこと？
Exactly. And I'll prove it to you. All through today. I had a feeling everyone else was starting to wake up, but none of them had come to breakfast yet. Hotaru looked around too, just to make sure. She gently closed her eyes. Watch somebody spring in, probably Kaneko, and just go say, "Ooh, this is spicy." Okay. I'll move on. Gosh.
青兄。
She turned her face toward me, pleadingly. Now was our best chance. I leaned forward. Smooch. I touched my lips to Hotaru's. Hotaru shivered like she'd been dealt with a 200-volt shock. Oh, the taste of those sweet, voluptuous lips. Y'all two, get a room. Okay, if y'all really gonna do that, get a room. I put my hand on her cheek as we kissed again. Slowly, I moved my face away. Hotaru was trembling like her bones had been turned to jelly. See? There's no losing me. I wasn't sure if that had been a yes or a no. You want some more proof, maybe?
いや、もう大丈夫。
I'll give her that.
大丈夫。だから、ふにょー。
She almost sounds like Senko, doesn't she? Watching Hotaru squirm was making my heart race. Wow, she was so cute. Maybe there was time for another kiss. Maybe a deeper, more intimate one this time. It looked like Hotaru had picked up on what I was planning. She closed her eyes and waited. Called it! I freaking called it! I called it! I called it! I called it! I called it! Darn it! I called it! I called it! I called it! Hey, right on time. Yuka and the others all arrived shortly after.
おはよう。
Right.
元気いないわね。さて、どうしてでしょうね。
Not at all, not at all. We'll just pick it up somewhere else, that's all. Did you see us?
さあ、どうでしょうね。
How long were you there?
何のことかな。
If you play sports, sometimes you'll come up against someone you instinctively know you have no chance against. It was the same thing with Kaneko. I could feel it in my bones. This was not a new revelation or anything. Nagaha showed up after breakfast, right as we were getting ready to leave. You okay?
ちょっと
Hotaru kept almost completely silent until we were a few minutes away from school.
今日部活休んでいいかな
That shouldn't be a problem. Is there somewhere else you need to be?
部室じゃなくて学校の方の機材使いたくて
Did she mean for editing? She was really serious about this. That's totally fine. Right, everybody? It's good to see Hotaru raring to go again.
そうみたいね
Has she told you what she's planning to do?
それが私にも教えてくれないんだよね
Guess we'll just have to wait till it's finished. Now that Hotaru was feeling properly motivated, there wasn't much more I could do for her. If I was feeling cocky, I might say our kiss that morning had dispelled her doubts and allowed her to properly focus. Being in a relationship has its advantages. The rest was up to her. That weekend.
そっち持ってはい
All together. 1, 2. We all worked together to reassemble the glider from its separate parts. It was finally time for my triumphant return.
できた
We'd done this so many times before, we had the process down pat by now. Even after all this time, seeing those white wings waiting on the runway still filled me with an indescribable thrill. The skies were clear. It was the perfect day for a flight. All right, time to get going. I helped Kotori into the rear seat.
大丈夫
Yeah, my leg will be fine. I called Hotaru over and ruffled her hair. Think you can grab some drinks for when we get back? It's a very important job. I'm counting on you.
はい
Hotaru gave a firm nod. I climbed into the cockpit and closed the canopy.
おーい聞こえるチェックいくよ
Sure. Man, it had been a while. It felt good to be back in the cockpit. We got through the standard checks and were ready for takeoff in no time. I figured I should at least wave to Hotaru before setting off. Huh? Where'd she go?
集中してよ
I know. I'll be fine.
ほらホタル
Huh?
変わります
I got picked up on it like a windmill in the wind. Figures. Active sonar, Captain. That's actually my phone. That's the security cameras outside.
おっきな声で Runway is clear
Oh, that is so adorable. It's so adorable. Sure. One countdown later, the winch cord was tightened and the glider moved into action. And with that, we're going to find out how things turned out on the next episode. Oh my gosh, the cliffhanger's right there on that part. Oh, that's hilarious. But anyways, I want to thank everyone for watching this video this time around. And once again, Happy New Year. If you like what you saw, maybe consider leaving a like. And if you'd like to see more and you haven't already, maybe consider subscribing. And until next time, Happy mixing, everyone.